7 tips for solo players in Cycle Frontier. Let's go. One of the first tips I'm going to tell you, if you're a solo player, is utilize grenades. They will save your life in so many different ways you won't even know. Check out this clip right here that I had in Cycle, and you'll kind of see what I mean, and I'll go into more depth because, like, really, you need to be using grenades. Alright, so you can see I was pushing 2 guys here in the swamp. I start fighting them. They actually kind of light me up. I'm about to get my ass kicked. I'm about to die. I have no health. You can see here, I'm about dead. I'm thinking here, I'm like, oh shit, what do I do? What do I do? I'm like, oh, I got 2 grenades. So I whip out the grenade. I'm toast here. I have regular weak stims. I have two grenades. I pull the grenades out and watch. Hit the first grenade. I throw the second grenade. Pop. Kill them both. So grenades will save your life. I mean, you can be using grenades if people are pushing you. If you have a gas grenade and somebody is hiding in a corner, you can throw a gas grenade over there to flush them out. You need to be utilizing grenades if you're a solo player for so many different reasons. If you're trying to extract, you can use a smoke to try to put a defensive smoke up so you don't get pushed. You can use smoke for cover. Yeah, use grenades. They're so good. So the next tip I want to let you guys know, if you're a solo player, make sure you know your surroundings. Make sure you know what you kind of want to do going into the raid beforehand. This way, you'll kind of have a good idea of what you want to do, okay? So if you're going in just half-assed and you don't have any idea what you want to do or accomplish in the raid, you're probably going to die. So it's very important that you go in and you kind of know what you want to accomplish in the raid. Know your surroundings, you know. When you're going into a fight, you know which ways that you can be flanked or which way you can kind of pull your enemies into. You know, if you're fighting 2 people, you're going to probably want to try to push those 2 people into a little cubby, little channel, little area, and, you know, throw a grenade or do whatever the case. So the moral of the story is, know your surroundings. Don't get flanked. It's very, very crucial if you're a solo player. If you make a mistake and you're a solo player, it's probably going to end up with you dying. Okay, so you got to keep that in mind. If and you don't have to take every single fight as a solo player. You know, if you don't think you can win the fight, don't be afraid to retreat and, you know, go loot on the other side of the map. No one says you have to take every single fight. Keep that in mind. Make sure you're using insurance. Now, what I wouldn't be doing is using the gear salvage early on. I would be using the standard insurance pretty much on everything. It's a good way to get like a little bit of static income, you know, whenever you die. And then also, let's say you're just doing a knife run, you run in, you realize everything's looted, you know, you just kill yourself quick and jump out of the game, because there's no sense spending 20 minutes running around to extract if everything is already looted. You can, you know, die in the game and then jump into a new server and then probably get some more loot, you know. And it only costs like 600 for a backpack, so it's super cheap to do that. You know, if you're doing a knife run or whatever. And even if you're just doing a normal run, insurance is definitely worth it. So make sure you guys are utilizing insurance. It doesn't really cost that much and you get a little bit of money. Insurance. Now, the next tip, if you watch my other video, I talk about knife runs. Well, this is a little bit better. Knife runs with a backpack. Now, knife runs with a backpack, as I said earlier, it's super cheap. And that way, if you jump into a server and everything's looted, you can just leave, you know. And if you do the insurance, it costs like 300 and you get a little bit of money back. And worst case scenario, you get some loot, you know. So make sure you're doing knife runs with a backpack, and you can do this for, say, if you have a quest you need to do that you can complete quick, and then that way you don't have to worry about extracting. But let's say you do get some good loot, then you can extract, you know. It gives you the ability to grab some loot if you want to, whereas if you're just taking a knife, you only can pick up a certain amount of things. It really depends on how big your safe pockets are. That's it. Knife runs with a backpack. Now, one of the best tips yet, alright? And trust me, I saved the best tip for last, so you better hang out and check it out at the end for the best tip at the end. It's kind of a little bonus. But the next tip is going to be craft suppressors. You can craft light suppressors, medium suppressors. It's a really good way to keep you incognito if you're a solo player. This will allow you to kill mobs or do whatever you need to do, and you'll be Gucci. It's right here in the muzzles. It's actually fairly cheap. It's only some hydraulic pistons, a smart mesh, and some aluminum scrap. Now you do find these a lot and quite frequently in the world. So if you see them, go ahead and snag one, throw it in your safe pocket. It's a really good thing. I mean, I use it a lot when I'm playing solo. I usually have a suppressor on my gun because that lets me kill the mobs. And then I can kind of still sneak around and kill people when I need to, and people don't know exactly where I'm at. Use the suppressor, guys. They're awesome. And you can go right here into the 3D printer and craft them, or you can find them in the world, as I said. And not every gun can take them, but most can. I know a couple of the laser guns can't take a suppressor, so yeah, just check the gun attachments and you'll figure that out. Always make sure you get into a habit of repairing your gear after every raid. I can't tell you how many times I go into a raid, got hit by mobs quite a few times, went to a new raid, and then realized halfway through my chest armor is half broken. Make sure you're repairing your armor after each raid. It'll save you a lot bit of hassle in the long run. Okay, the second part of this tip, make sure you're utilizing, and I guess this is the tip, and yeah, fall damage. Fall damage is absolutely crazy in this game, so make sure you're using that to your benefit, okay? If you're running into a duo group or a three-man group, use fall damage to your advantage. If you know how to navigate around the map a little bit better and make them take fall damage, and then once they hit, fall and land and take some damage, you clap them, because when they fall, they got to pick themselves back up. There's like an animation. So you got to keep that in mind. Make sure you're using that to your advantage. As I said, make sure you're repairing your gear each raid, and make sure you're aware of fall damage. Oh my god, I die so much to fall damage. So yeah, 2 tips there. There's a website called thecycledb.com. I'll leave the link below in the description. I'm going to show you this website pretty quick. It is absolutely amazing. So if you don't know about it, feel free to stop over there. It's going to have everything you're going to want to know about the game. It has weapons, equipment, consumables, everything. Yeah, it'll be right there. Okay, don't mind the just chatting over there. This is my Twitch overlay screen. Yeah, so low key I kind of did that so you can be like, oh yeah, it's Twitch. Let me go over to the Switch. Yeah. Anyway, the CycleDB website is right here. Pretty cool website. Make sure you check it out. It has the maps, Bright Sands, Crescent Falls, weapons, equipment, consumables, items, creatures, crafting, attachments, and so much more. So feel free to check that site out because it is absolutely awesome. Yeah, I kind of like this website. Pretty good site. So that is it, guys. If you have any other questions, feel free to leave a comment below. And as always, make sure you throw me a sub. It helps out so much. Have a good day, guys. Appreciate it. See you later.